What "I outgrew my husband" really means in divorce narratives. You've heard the phrase, "I outgrew my husband." It sounds like self-improvement, but it's one of the least precise explanations in the divorce lexicon.
Hello, I am Dr. K. Paul Staller, pointing out that we are living at a time where 25 to 50% of women will never marry, and those that do marry are statistically headed for divorce. We have a mess on our hands that won't turn out well.
We need to decode what it really signals, and what often lies beneath that reason for divorce. Marriages aren't vines. You don't biologically outgrow a person. Partners change, evolve, and adapt over time. What breaks a marriage isn't growth itself. It's unshared growth or identity divergence, meaning one partner has mentally left the life they helped build. So step one in translation. I outgrew him usually means I changed internally and I no longer want this shared life narrative. That's not evolution beyond a spouse. That's movement away from the identity of being in this marriage. Many long-term marriages begin to falter when a partner stops getting emotional reward from the relationship, admiration and respect, which take a conscious effort, where putting a relationship on autopilot only ends in pathos. Then there is lack of excitement. Marriage is a discipline, and it requires work to keep novelty alive in a long-term relationship. There is no societal understanding how our feelings and behaviors are hormonally dictated, so put a relationship on autopilot and the oxytocin and dopamine dry up fast. Some feel like they are no longer seen, but many don't feel seen because consciously or subconsciously they don't want to be seen, at least not by their partner. Most are unaware marriage is not about romance yet. Expect it to be there without effort. When the low-hanging fuel source diminishes, exit becomes emotional before it becomes legal. Too much effort to pick fruit from a higher branch on the relationship tree. So instead of saying, "I feel disconnected," people reach for self-reinvention language. Thus, validation loss is reframed as personal advancement, not relational depletion. Divorce carries a heavy psychological cost. For many, it feels like failure signaling. The phrase, "I outgrew him," acts like a shield. It avoids vulnerability, it bypasses accountability, it reframes rupture as progress, not loss. This isn't cruelty by definition, it's ego preservation through narrative reframing. The hidden irony? A healthy marriage is not a product of never drifting apart. It's a product of course-correcting together when you do. Again, it's a discipline. But renegotiation requires honesty, emotional risk, adult communication, shared adaptation, and many couples never develop these tools before marriage. So instead of repair, the exit narrative gets stylized as growth. So when a divorce is initiated because I outgrew him, the real drivers often include loss of connection, desire for a different life story, depletion of validation, relational burnout, trauma, avoidance or subconscious power, compensation, and crucially, a belief that adaptation inside the marriage is either impossible or no longer desirable. A marriage can survive many things. What it cannot survive is exit disguised as evolution without honest naming of the fracture. I outgrew him doesn't mean I became too good for my spouse. It means I no longer want the internal identity or external life structure of this shared marriage, and I am framing exit in the most psychologically comfortable language available. Understanding this isn't judgment, it's clarity. Because the more honestly we name what is breaking, the better chance we have of fixing it.